Welcome to a discussion on magnetic effect of current. We'll define what a magnet is first. That which attracts other materials, congenial materials, is called a magnet. A magnet is a material that produces a field that attracts or repels other such materials of magnetic nature. Lodestone is a naturally occurring magnet. It attracts materials like iron, nickel, cobalt, etc. Two things we have to remember, we have to understand before we go deep into this discussion is, one is current. What is current and what is its magnetic effect? An electric current is a flow of electric charge in a circuit. In a circuit, there will be a flow of electric charge. If you take a cell, connect it to a bulb, you will see that from the negative pole, the electrons starts flowing into the bulb. It illuminates a filament by producing heat and light energy and returns back to the positive pole. This is a simple circuit with a light. We'll look into what magnetic effect is. A magnetic effect of electric current is actually a magnetic field that's a vector field that describes the magnetic influence on moving electric charges, electric currents, and magnetized materials. A magnetic material will have a magnetic field, a flow of current will exert a magnetic field around its conductor. And that is really important. A magnetic field is a vector field that describes a magnetic influence on moving electric charges, electric currents, and magnetized materials. Thus, we understood that a magnet, when subjected to a field of electric current, can cause a movement. Kinesis, we call it. It can produce movements. Power produces movement. And at the same time, a movement can, if done in a proper field, can produce energy also, induce energy also. Properties of a magnet we have to see. A free suspended magnet always points towards the north direction and south direction. The pole of a magnet which points towards the north pole, north direction, is called north pole or north seeking. And you can go to the other end, that is seeking the south. It's called the south seeking or the south pole of the magnet. And like poles will repel and unlike poles will attract. Those are the properties of a magnet. Similar to effects of electric current also produces magnetic effect. And when a magnetic material is brought into the field of force of an electric current, it will interact and will exert some changes. These changes will cause some displacements or deflection. It just moves from north position to a convenient other position in the presence of an electric field. This shows that electric current produces magnetic effect. A current carrying straight conductor has magnetic field in the form of concentric circles around the carrying conductor. Magnetic field of current carrying straight conductor can be shown by magnetic fields. It's depicted as lines, and these lines are just concentric around the wire which conducts the power. The direction of magnetic field through a current carrying conductor depends upon the direction of flow of electric current. The direction of magnetic field gets reversed in case of a change in the direction of electric current. So it is depending on the direction of the flow of current, electricity. Let a current carrying conductor be suspended vertically and the electric current is flowing from south to north. In this case, the direction of magnetic field will be anti-clockwise. And if the current is flowing from north to south, and then the direction of the magnetic field will be clockwise. The direction of magnetic field in relation to direction of electric current through a straight conductor can be depicted by using the right hand thumb rule. It's also known as Maxwell's corkscrew rule. If you hold the conductor like this with the direction of the thumb showing the flow of current, then the flow of the electric field will be in the direction of the wrapped fingers. The fingers with which you wrap the wire, hold the wire, and the direction is this. That is the Maxwell's corkscrew rule. If a current carrying conductor is held by right hand, keeping the thumb straight and in the direction of the current, the current is in the direction of the thumb, then the direction of wrapping of the fingers shows the direction of the magnetic field. That's simple it is. Maxwell's corkscrew rule. If the direction of forward movement of a screw shows the direction of the current, that means the sharp end pointing towards the direction of the current, then the direction of rotation of the screw shows the direction of magnetic field. That's simple it is. Let us see some of the properties of magnetic field. The magnetic field, the magnitude of a magnetic field increases with increase in electric current. When you supply more electric current, the magnetic field will increase. When you reduce the electric current, the magnetic field will reduce. The magnitude of magnetic field produced by electric current decreases with increase in distance. And as you go away from the conductor, the wire, the magnetic field decreases. And if you go nearer, the magnetic field increases also, vice versa. And magnetic field lines are always parallel. They go parallel around the conductor. No two fields will cross each other. That's very important when we study the theory of generators, power generators. No two fields will cross each other. A movement of a magnet within the field of a coil can produce power. That's a basic principle behind all generators. Also, we can study what a power generator does. You know, there is an electromagnetic induction. The principle is called electromagnetic induction. Michael Faraday, an English physicist, a scientist of physics, is supposed to have studied the generation of electric current using magnetic field and a conductor. When a conductor is said to move inside a magnetic field, or a magnetic field is said to be changing around a conductor, electric current is induced in the conductor. That's the principle. This is just opposite to the exertion of force by a current carrying conductor inside a magnetic field. In other words, when a conductor is brought in relative motion vis-a-vis a magnetic field, a potential difference is induced in it. This is known as electromagnetic induction. Electromagnetic induction can be explained with the help of Fleming's right-hand rule. If the right hand is stretched in a way that the index finger, middle finger, and thumb are held perpendicular in perpendicular mutual direction, then the thumb shows the direction of the movement of the conductor, and the index finger shows the direction of the magnetic field, and the middle finger shows the direction of the induced current in the conductor. That is the thumb rule. The direction of movement of conductor, magnetic field, and induced current can be compared to three mutually perpendicular axes, that is X, Y, and Z. The mutually perpendicular directions also point an important fact that when the magnetic field and movement of a conductor are perpendicular, the magnitude of induced current would be maximum. So maximizing the productivity in a generator is based on this principle. Electromagnetic induction is used in conversion of kinetic energy into electrical energy. The structure of electric generator is similar to that of an electric motor. In an electric motor, a moment is produced when power is supplied. In a generator, a moment is supplied and power is taken out. That's the only difference. In case of an electric generator, a rectangular armature is placed within the magnetic field of a permanent magnet. The armature is attached to a wire, is positioned in a way that it can move around an axle. When the armature moves with the magnetic field, an electric current is induced. You can see in this picture, this is the picture of a turbine used in power generating stations, hydroelectric power generating station. A high force current of water is made to fall on the fins of the turbine, the leaves of the turbine. So it causes a mechanical motion, continuous mechanical motion. It goes round and round, around an axle it is being fixed. So it moves round and round. And on the axle there is an armature attached. This also rotates within a magnetic field. So because of the principle of electromagnetic induction, power is generated. This is what's done in hydroelectric power generating stations. The direction of induced current changes when the armature crosses halfway mark. In a rotation, when it reaches a halfway and enters the next halfway, the direction changes. Thus, the direction of current changes once in every rotation. So, how many rotations are there? That much changes of direction also is there. Changes of direction of the power. Due to this, electric generators usually produces alternate current. Alternate current, AC we call it in short. To convert an AC generator into a DC generator, a split ring commutator is used. This helps in producing direct current. Maybe in ultra minimized voltage lifts, UMV lifts, we'll see AC motor is rotating a DC generator. DC power is produced, and with DC power the lifts works. AC and DC current. AC alternate current. Current in which direction is changed periodically is called alternate current. In India, most of the generating stations, hydroelectric power generating stations, use this principle. And DC is direct current, current that flows in one single direction. Maybe in electrochemical cells, negative, positive is same thing, and it never changes. From negative end, the electron flows to the positive pole. So that is DC unidirectional flow. So that's what we have got to discuss today. We'll discuss the key points once again. So far we have discussed magnet, we have defined what a magnet is, what is current, electromagnetic effect, magnetic field, properties of magnets, right hand thumb rule, Maxwell's corkscrew rule, power generator, types of power, magnetic induction, AC and DC. Please remember these points. Please make a write-up on this point. These are the key points. So generate power of knowledge. Thank you. Thank you very much.